And out here getting loose, guys going through some drills. We're almost at game time, folks. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Atlanta Hawks. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And in just a moment, we'll hear from our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Trae Young.
He hasn't been as sharp in the past 10 games as we're used to. It shows in his passing. The assist numbers down. Even the simple passes look tough for him right now. Maybe tonight he can get back on his game.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. And it's Young in at the 1. And for Philadelphia, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. MP out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Embiid in at the 5, roaming the paint. And the NBA starting, Greg, to enter the third act of the regular season. A lot of teams looking for that extra gear right now.
Yeah, some fans might think that everything is decided at this point of the season, but there's a lot of games left and nothing is written in stone.
And so it's the Hawks hitting on the board first. He had a nice open look right there.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Nick Nurse. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Oubre finds MP. And MP throws it down.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Johnson outside.
Got enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Here's Edgecombe. A beautiful reverse layup.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Off target from the baseline. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
We see this so often. Embiid makes a strong move, drawing contact, and completes the play.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The free throw drops for Embiid. Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds, it moves like he did. Not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Daniels from outside. Rebound by Joel Embiid. The 76ers have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And they double up MP. Back to Embiid. MP sets the screen for Embiid. To the paint. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Maxey.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. It's a 5-point game. Looking to end the run, and the three ball is good. Young's got his second basket of the night.
And that's just too easy for Young. The D has to guard him a lot better than that beyond the arc.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Yeah, complete focus right now. Such an impressive start to this game. 100% from the field.
And Young kicks to Daniels. Pass to Rizachet. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the middle. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, what a dunk by Embiid. He's just doing big man things the way big man should.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside Daniel. Back to Young. Johnson outside. No good from outside.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Here's Young, following the basket by Tyrese Maxey. And that's good. Trae Young for three. Young's got 9 points.
And defensively, you have to stay connected to Young at all times.
Embiid, good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Hawks trail by 8. Young looking it over. Over MP. Young, no good. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Pass to Edgecombe. The three. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Atlanta's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Outside, Maxey. Back to MP. Daniels against Maxey. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
The Hawks trail by 10. Outside Daniel. Back to Young. Pass to Rizachet. Here's the 3. Young, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Chalk up 2 there. He's got 9.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Here's Rizachet. He had 15 points last out.
MP's playing like he has something to prove. Strong defense from the youngster.
And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Daniels. Here's Alexander Walker. His last outing, he had 18 points. Young outside. Will it go? Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Young's got 12 in the game.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
And a wide open look for MP. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Coming right back, MP with a huge 3.
And the plan going into last season for the Sixers, Richard, was win now around their veterans. Now they have some great younger talent, too.
And with the health of Embiid and Paul George, a change to the younger players is not a bad idea, but it's still a tough decision.
Here's Young after the made shot from Kelly Oubre. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
And he has been on fire this quarter in terms of his scoring. Hopefully that fire spreads to his other guys and they can rally.
Young with the steal. And now here comes Young leading the break. Rizachet wide open. The wing jumper off target. Oubre finds MP. MP sets the screen for Maxey. The putback, MP on the follow. 11 points in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Atlanta Hawks coming to this one after the win against Charlotte. Johnson outside. Pass to Young. Lets it go with the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. MP's got 7 rebounds in the game. Now Edgecombe. MP, that's for two. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And MP is in fuego right now. If I'm on his team, I'm going to keep feeding him and feeding him.
Young against Maxey. Rizachet with it. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Johnson the screen. The Hawks again can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pass to Rizachet. And it's Alexander Walker in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They need this. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And we've been following this group's absolute dominant season, winning most games in blowout fashion.
Truly record-setting fashion. Nonetheless, though, it's been demoralizing to teams facing this group. I mean, before halftime, teams are often down by 15 or 20 points. We might be witnessing another blowout in the making here tonight.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. Paul George comes in for Kelly Oubre. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Edgecombe. And Jared McCain subbed in for Maxey. Atlanta with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Alexander Walker.
And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert.
And MP throws it down hard.
That's a young, creative mind right there. MP doing work.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He added 61 points, and the story of the night, he put together the rare quadruple double. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Here's Porzingis. Philadelphia able to drain the three. Alexander Walker passes to Porzingis. Atlanta again missing.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Grimes. And MP throws it down.
You love to see it. MP staying engaged off ball.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Porzingis. Over MP. Porzingis can't hit.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
MP dishes to Drummond. Back to MP. Launches a three. A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got 6 points. And so it's MP making things happen for Philadelphia. And the blocks just kept on coming for him. He's playing some fantastic D. Back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from. for the 76ers.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. Johnson and Okongwu man the post positions. Wallace is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Krejci in at the small forward position. Yep, it counts.
Going in there, and Johnson playing big.
And so, MV will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Looking ahead to their next and playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. It's game one of a three-game road trip.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal. Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Three-pointer. Good, and the assist goes to MP. George has got 8 here in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to McCain. The 3 from MP. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Wallace, the pass to Alexander-Walker. Back to Wallace. Just 5 on the clock. The 3 from Johnson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. And some changes here for the 76ers. Bonus checked in. And Maxey subbed in for Jared McCain. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Dyson Daniels checked in for Wallace. Here's Grimes from down in the low post. It goes.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. They set the pick. Okongwu finds Alexander-Walker. Johnson in the corner. And the rejection by MP. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Edgecombe, he's checked in for the 76ers.
Number 77. Edgecombe.
Maxey against Daniels. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Here's Edgecombe. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Now here's Johnson. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. A shot by Alexander-Walker, no good.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Daniels passes to Krejci. 6 to shoot. Johnson outside. Wide open shot is on the money. Johnson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And what a shot right there by Johnson, wasting no time in letting that one go.
And here's Maxey outside. A rebound by Johnson. Hawks have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Out to the right wing.
Who's watching here?
Here's Krejci. Hasn't made one yet. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Cavaliers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And seeing where the 76ers are,
They got to be disappointed with their play. They just look disjointed, and their losing streak continues to grow as a result.
Atlanta making a switch here. Porzingis is checked in. Here is Daniels. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game, and he gets the bucket.
Determination from Porzingis through that contact.
And here are the 76ers now. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Here's Johnson following the basket by MP. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Porzingis. Lets it go from deep. And the rejection by MP. Young's checked in for Atlanta.
Coming out to the floor for the Hawks. Number 11, Trae Young.
5 on the clock. And here's Porzingis for a 3. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Just 3 to shoot. Young way outside. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Pass to Edgecombe. Now here's George. Over Johnson. The putback. MP kicks to George. The 3 from MP. Knocks down the 3 ball. MP's got a pair of triples in the second now for the 76ers. And here is Johnson. He had 28 points in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Now, here is Young. 15 points in the game. Here's Porzingis. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Porzingis has got 5 now.
Nice shot, Porzingis with the length and the touch.
MP sets the screen for Edgecombe. For the 3, another 3 for Philadelphia.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Back to you.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Hawks shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. Porzingis with a screen on Maxey. Young passes to Porzingis. Basket, good. Porzingis has got 7 now in this quarter.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Pass to Bona. Back to MP. Maxey on the wing. Now MP. And MP throws it down.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
Now Young. He's got 15. Daniels passes to Krejci. Outside, Porzingis. MP grabs the miss. MP's got his 16th rebound on the night. And Edgecombe gets it to go.
Explosive in that painted area. Edgecombe can just rise above any type of resistance.
And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. Outside Daniels. It's Young on the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Young's got 18 points.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, it looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one.
MP sets the screen for Maxey. Clock at 6. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Now let's take a moment to check out our race for Rookie of the Year. Here are some of the top young talents in the game who will be recognized as the best of the best. You look at MP all season long. He has proven again and again that he is the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
And there's no more deserving candidate. Any other outcome than him lifting that Rookie of the Year trophy, and I'd be shocked.
Yeah, at this point, he has separated himself from the pack. I don't know what more he could have done this year. It's been one amazing performance after another.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Here's Rizachet. Back to Johnson. And slam dunk by Johnson.
Man, that's a dunk that would get some high scores. You know Johnson put some time into that one.
Here's MP, and they pick up 2. MP's got 34.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
MP sets the screen for Oubre. Back to MP. It's good from long range. MP's got 37.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Pass to Porzingis. Jacks up a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists tonight.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
McCain with the ball. Defended by Young. A nice shot by McCain.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
And stolen by MP. Oubre on the wing. Atlanta with the rebound. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road. Now, why not throw it up to Porzingis? That's what he's there for.
Oubre outside. Back to MP. It's McCain on the wing. Embiid wide open. And so it's Philadelphia, able to put on a show for the ages. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. We'll return shortly.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a And talking about our game for a moment here, guys, how about MP? What a first half for him.
Well, they're running the offense through MP, a guy who just continues to elevate his game, never stops working. This is why he is where he is today.
And that's why his team is where they are after the first half. And that about wraps it up.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
And you can bet that that's had an effect the rest of the way. Guys won't be trying to take him one-on-one because he alters just as many shots as he blocks.
In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Oubre out there with MP. And it's Embiid in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Rizachet. Young outside. Shoots it. Rebound by the 76ers. MP's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Maxey finds MP. Maxey against Young. Maxey, no good. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Johnson outside. And Young with the basket on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his third assist on the night. MP passes to Maxey. There's the triple. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
So locked in from range, Maxey almost makes it look effortless.
Rizachet sets the screen for Young, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Young's got 5 points in the quarter. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And that one's good. Maxey.
Maxey saying, sure, I'll take that.
Hawks shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Outside Daniel. The 3 from Johnson. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got his 4th assist in this one. MP kicks to Maxey. MP with a screen on Young. Kendall controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Atlanta's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. A shot by Johnson, no good.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now, here's Maxey. 16 points for him. Drops in the tray.
He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
Out to the wing. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Hands it from downtown. Young's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Hawks.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
A nice shot by Embiid.
Once Embiid has the ball in that spot, it's lights out.
Atlanta's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Edgecombe with the steal. MP passes to Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Back to MP. The 76ers, another 3.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Porzingis sets the pick for Young. Outside, Porzingis. Over Embiid. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Philadelphia's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Oubre, good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Johnson sets the screen for Daniels. Rizachet in the corner. Oubre with the steal. Pass to Edgecombe. Three-pointer. The rebound by Young.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another. Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
Here's Young. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Here's Embiid. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And the 76ers with some changes. Paul George, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Edgecombe.
A scoring machine. There's just no shot Embiid's afraid to take.
Johnson with the stuff.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. MP finds George, fires the three, and again another assist.
25 assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker. Outside Daniels. Young in the corner. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. Jared McCain comes in for Maxey. And a change for the Hawks. Alexander Walker's checked in.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Back to Johnson. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 6th assist on the night.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
The three from MP. Another three for Philadelphia.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Let's toss it over to the sideline for news on MP's groundbreaking season.
He's getting close to the single-season points record. It's held by who else? Wilt Chamberlain. During shoot-around, I asked him what it'd mean to pass Wilt, and he said, quote, Wilt is the standard when it comes to scoring. Passing him in anything is incredible. Well said, guys.
It was well said. Wilt Chamberlain, my goodness. Hey, thanks for the report. That one goes in. Drummond's got his first points of the night.
And that's 280 pounds crashing the glass. Drummond bullying his way there on that second chance bucket.
Alexander Walker passes to Young. And it's in there. Young's got 12 now in this quarter.
For his sake, I hope they can come back. You hate to see the performance he's having be wasted in a loss.
The drive by MP. And MP throws it down.
The young buck, MP taking off there.
Young finds Rizichet. Outside, Porzingis. And it falls over the rim and in. Porzingis has got 15.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Here's Alexander Walker. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. Back to MP. Takes it inside. Grimes. The three from MP. Unbelievable performance. He's got a quadruple-double.
Shooting while in rhythm. MP has a good sense for when to take these quick shots.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Now, here's MP. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Here's Alexander Walker. Young outside. Rizichet finds Johnson. Good ball movement here by the Hawks.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Over Grimes. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
He's just basically a body out there right now, nothing else. The team is struggling, and he hasn't been able to help them out at all.
Here's McCain. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. He's got 11.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Bounce pass from Rizachet. Pass to Young. Can they get it? And again for 3.
And now for this franchise, he's hit the most threes in a single season.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense.
Attacking with reckless abandon. MP going all out on that drive.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T connected cam. And Young kicks to Johnson. And it's sent back by Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
Now into the lineup for the Hawks. Onyeka Okongwu. D.
On defense, the 76ers. Young dishes to Okongwu. It's stolen by McCain. MP left side. Right side, George. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Takes the 13-footer. Young, good. Young's got 38 points.
And I like the resourcefulness Young brings to the table, taking any shot he can create.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. George with no one around. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Young outside. Okongwu with a screen on McCain. Young, no good. Got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. MP getting it done for Philadelphia. He's got 8 3-pointers in the game now. What a job he's doing from long range. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass.
He's checked in for Philadelphia. Kelly Oubre comes in for Quentin Grimes. Inside, here's Johnson. Crafty move. He lays it in. Johnson's got 11 in the second half.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
Finishing with force. Whoa!
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Rizachet with it. Young for 3. And it's MP with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Oubre passes to MP. Offline with his 3. And for the Hawks, they're shooting around 40% from the floor here.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys, will push their win column up to 55.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
What more can you really ask of a guy? I mean, when you come out and get a triple-double, making contributions all over the place.
A 3-ball. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers.